Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome back to Jedi Mike 7 Movie News YouTube channel. I am Michael Sowell, or Jedi Mike 7. You can follow me on the links below. But yes, guys, we're going to be talking about the new film by Disney Pixar, which is Inside Out 2. And I got to say that I was pleasantly surprised with this. I actually had the privilege of watching this film, or the first 32 minutes of this film, in CinemaCon back in Las Vegas, I believe in April. And again, I was very happy what I saw just for the first 32 minutes, but now seeing the full finished product, I can say it did not disappoint at all. I saw this with my wife last night, and this was a really good film. Again, this is a non-spoiler review, so I'm just giving you my quick initial thoughts and stuff. First of all, what the first Inside Out did, in terms of dealing with the emotions of a young girl, Riley, and how that relationship and her emotions that she's developing as she's growing and as an individual, and how she interacting with other people and stuff. That theme that succeeded in the first film continues on with this film, and I think even more because now you get more emotions getting added into this film, which is not just with joy, anger, fear, and sadness. We also get envy, we also get anxiety, we get embarrassment, we also get on you, which is which is one of my favorites though. But yes, and those emotions come when we enter the new age of puberty, right? So in that era, obviously, especially just for a young girl going through that, definitely it's a very challenging time, but it's a thing that we all will go through, and stuff like that, and how we operate that, in terms of our emotions, everything we do that differently. But for this, I felt this was a good family film for all ages. This was a lot of humor and a lot of inside jokes that some kids might go over their head, but for adults, you definitely will catch it. And I think this film is literally a textbook of what for children, who are dealing with their emotions, dealing with anxiety, because anxiety was the big part that played in this. This is played by, I believe, this was Maya Hawke, who is Ethan Hawke's daughter, as well. Yeah, she voiced anxiety, and I think she did a very good job in this film. Obviously, with Amy Poehler as Joy, those two were definitely going back and forth and stuff like that. But as we're seeing, with these emotions coming in and the new things are changing, change doesn't mean that bad things are happening, but in order to know the change, making sure that we're changing in the right way and learning how to develop our emotions and learn how to deal with them when they come, because it's not just as simple as just bottling up your emotions, which you'll see in this film and everything. This is actually, they did a very good job of explaining this as Riley's being a 13-year old girl now. And but more importantly, as with the last film, what they did was with interacting with her parents, as the main focal point of her relationship, of how she was dealing with her emotions. And here we get more emphasis on her friendship, particularly with her friends, at a hockey camp, and you'll see that explored. And I actually think this is showing also the ups and downs of friendships, and also when friends come and go and leave, and when you're entering into a new environment, anxiety is going to happen. Envy is going to be happening when you want to be like somebody instead of just being who you are. And with some of the things that happen, that they deal with this film, it really goes back to the root of the identity of self, the self-worth, the saying, I am a good person, I am this, I am a good friend. But then your sense of self, as you're hitting puberty, that's going to change. Then there'll be points where you might doubt yourself. And I felt, this film did a really good job handling a lot of very serious topics, but in the right way, where I think families need to see this film. I really enjoyed the way, again, going back to what Disney Pixar, what they are highly known for, is creating films for all ages, and but at the same time dealing with good storylines, and more importantly with good characters for us to relate to and actually understand the experiences that they're going through and stuff like that. And I felt recently, I felt Disney Pixar been not been hitting as as best as they could, but I felt like with this film they definitely knocked it out of the par. And this is definitely a film that Disney Pixar would get back on track, because again, as you see here, there's more emotions in here. Definitely, I was another fan favorite for me was Embarrassment. Again, I really like that character, and also you get other emotions too. Not to give anything away, but I really did like the story that they gave here. Definitely, I think a story that's needed today, because now, especially after the pandemic and everything, everyone's now talking about dealing with more with mental illness, and more about dealing with emotions, depression, and other things like that. And I felt like this is a film that's going to be breaking down into the different video essays of, especially with each of these emotions and stuff like that. But I just want to say the highlight of this film was anxiety, and I think that determines the solution that comes with anxiety, even though she does present a problem, or the not mainly the antagonist, but just the situation that happens in this film, right? The thing is that it's not about that emotions are not good or bad; it's just what they are. It's more, how do you deal with those emotions instead of actually bottling up and getting rid of them. That's the big thing that they deal with here as Riley is maturing. And I'm really hoping that, when we get to a third film, um, that we get to see, how she develops more and everything. And, and I think that's very needed today. Again, Disney Pixar with all their films like Incredibles, talking about middle-aged story of someone losing their high day, and stuff like that. And but still, kids can still relate, watch it and still enjoy it, but adults completely can relate to it when they have families and stuff like that, and have children. And this film does that in terms of the same approach that Incredibles does, in terms of dealing with a relatable situation like puberty, like growing up and everything, but for also children and also for adults to relate to, and actually create conversation within their own families. I think that's a big thing that films are supposed to do. Films are supposed to impact us in many different ways, and create discussion, but hopefully positive discussion. But this film, I definitely believe that does that. I commend the writers of this film, Disney Pixar. You did a good job with this. I'm looking forward to what next you have in store. I'm gonna give this rating a film. I'm probably just gonna get a 4.5 out of 5. I mean, I don't really can say I really had a negative with this film. There's definitely, even with things where directions I thought they were going to go, they actually didn't, and I actually commend them for that. And they actually take me somewhere else that I wasn't even expecting. So anyway, I think this is a good film for all ages and for families to go see this weekend. Please, guys, make sure you subscribe, Jedi Mike 7 on YouTube and Instagram below. All my links and everything is affiliated down below. And guys, I'll see you guys next video. Please go see Inside Out. All right, see you next time. Bye.